Hi, in this video we are going to continue the web design prototype creation. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found on this web page, which is loaded here. So we have finished the banner from our sketch. Okay, now we are going to create a logo and the church title. At the end of this video, you should be able to see something like this here. So let's close this. Before we move on, let's do some housekeeping. We have finished the background, so let's close the background folder, close the background folder and lock it, just in case we mess up things. And let's select the title and top navigation layer. We need the Presbyterian logo, so let's do a file open. We have downloaded the Presbyterian logo from PC USA, so double click on this to open. And unfortunately, it's a GIF document. So if you go to Window Arrange 2 vertical, you realize you cannot really drag it over this way. And I want to just quickly move it over, so I use the Mark V tool to select the whole thing and do an edit, copy, and then come over here at this layer, do an edit, paste. So I get the logo here. Let's close the logo. So now I have some kind of image here, but unfortunately there's a blue background. I don't really need that. So I'm going to use my magic wand tool. The tolerance does not really matter because the blue is really the same color throughout. So 32 is fine, 32 tolerance is fine. Click on that, press delete to delete the color, and press enter. Okay, but enter doesn't work. So you say, hey, I need to deselect it. So I go to select, deselect. Is done. Okay, you got rid of the background. Now use the move tool to move this to this place and zoom it in. And you need to make it smaller. Yes, you guessed, we need to use free transform. And when we transform, make sure you press the shift key so that the aspect ratio is kept. So when this is still selected, okay, let's rename this to Presbyterian logo. Okay, and then do an edit, free transform, press the shift key to make it smaller. That's what we want. Enter to commit changes. Use the move tool to move it. I think it's still too big, so let's do an edit. Free transform again, press the shift key. I think that's better. Hit enter, commit changes. Alright, use the mouse to move it top to the top, into the left a little bit. And then we want to attach a drop shadow to it, so let's go and select the drop shadow. Okay, and I'm going to say opacity is 65%. And the angle, do not use global light. Okay, do not use global light because different elements you want to use different angles. So let's say 135. That means the light is coming from top left corner. Distance is 3. Size of the drop shadow is 3. And that is good. Okay, so you have a drop shadow here. Light is coming from here. Okay, and we are going to create the text. So we are going to use horizontal type tool to create, let's choose this font, Lucidum Sans Demi-Fold Roman, okay. And let's make it, instead of left align, let's make it right align, and you type first. Oops, the color is not correct. So we want a different color. We like a different color, so let's change the foreground color to that EC, which is like a dark. So let's change the foreground color to that. Okay. Okay, so now when you type, oops, sorry, not the foreground color, the color here in the option. Okay, now it's right aligned, okay, and when you type, it moved to the left, not very nice, so let's move this to where you want it to stop. Okay, let's make this smaller. Okay, you want it to stop somewhere here, so let's type now. Okay, I accidentally dragged the guide, don't do that. Undo drag guide. Alright, use the text tool to type. First Presbyterian Church. Okay. And let's bring out the character menu. Okay, you can select the whole thing. And say this is 28, distance is 20 points, VA is 10. Okay. And let's move this a little bit. Okay, that's exactly what I want. That's really nice. Okay. And you can use the mouse to move it a little bit, move it up a little bit. Okay, that's really good. All right, and use the text tool and select the bottom. Just change for the bottom. Let's change the font to 12. Okay, and the rest are the same. That is good. Okay. Alright, but the color at the bottom, I want it to be slightly different, not so dark. So let's try to use this color for the color below. Okay, so let me select this again. You can change the color in the characters window character. You can change the color here. In the thing that you want, so the color is not as bright. Save your work. And the last thing I want is I want a line here. Okay. Alright, so let me choose the pen tool. I'm going to create a line to have a 2-point stroke. The foreground color, I'm going to use the same color as the text. And I'm going to draw, click one point here, press Shift key so that you give a straight line, press the Shift key so you get a very horizontal line when you press the Shift key. Okay, so I have a shape one. I think you can deselect it. Nope, I think you can hit enter. Just hit enter. Rename this shape to line, and you have the First Presbyterian Church text, which is great. And you can drag the effects to duplicate the effects to the line and the title. I think the title is a bit low, so I'm going to use the move tool, select the title and move it up a little bit. That is, and left a little bit. That is perfect. Okay, so you can zoom out a little bit. That is a good place to stop. In the next video, we are going to work on the navigation on the right. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to save. Bye. We'll continue in the next video.